products in stores or whether it's doing shows where you can make now. Now what does that do? Every sale they make generates revenue for the inventors. It helps them build successful companies. Where do we get our royalties from? The gross revenue of those products, right? Every dollar that comes to the door, these inventors pay us back a royalty. Every person who participated in that project, whether it's in the crowdfunding, whether it's in the branding and marketing, or whether it's in the sales pool, get a share of that product. Here is the reason why our model is so powerful. You have two people up here that enjoy what they're doing, right? Could you guys tell by what they were saying that they actually enjoyed it? They are generating money for the people that don't enjoy it, that don't have time to go to shows, that don't want to walk in the stores. Because see, the people who help crowdfund it help make it possible for what? For them to go do shows, for them to literally go out and put products in stores. See, this is the ultimate win-win situation. Now you guys notice we have not mentioned yet about recruiting anybody, right? We are going to talk about that because there is a way where you can recommend other people in the company and you can leverage that. So thank you guys for coming up here. Lois, why don't you come on up? So guys, this is my sister Lois. She has known me my entire life. I haven't known her entire life. That would be impossible. So she was a person who got into network marketing, and I got to tell you what, she was dedicated, guys. She would try to recruit. She would go to every seminar. She would go to every convention. See, one of the things that always frustrated me about the industry is whenever somebody didn't make it, they would say it was because they didn't do what was needed or necessary in order to be successful. Bull, I'm not going to say the word. Okay, so, Lois, why don't you tell them what is different about Kula Brands? Because you have had success here, right? Oh, yes. You've influenced people. Oh, yes. You've done shows. You've put products in stores. You have points. They've accumulated, right? So at the end of every month, your points don't disappear. So whatever you do this month adds to next month. Whatever you do next month will add to this month and the month before that, right? Okay, excellent. So tell them, why is this different than all the other opportunities that you've done?
This is different because if I don't want to, I don't have to recruit. In fact, I told Peter when I signed up, I'm not recruiting. I'm not going out and doing shows. I'm just going to buy my product. I'm not getting on any auto ship. Forget that auto ship thing, because I had products stacked up to here that I cleaned out a warehouse, and I had product from like 20 years ago from businesses I had been in, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that company that Peter got me into. So this is completely different. No auto ship, you don't have to recruit. However, Peter told me, he goes, hey, Corey's starting this class. Maybe you should go join that class. So I said, okay. Got in the class and I started doing these little things, liking people's posts and becoming friends with people and just sharing about the business, and all of a sudden, I got people signing up. I'm like, wow, this is easy. This is cool. My points are like going up really high. And I'm like, okay, so I started recruiting. And then the products were available for us to do shows. I said, I'll try a couple shows. I went and did shows and started selling product. So I only do shows when I want. So I do them in this time of year. So next month I'll start doing shows. Only until December. The rest of the year I don't do shows. I put product in stores, but I do it when I want to. So I'm not under any time frame, because the end of the month comes to get BVPV, to get my check that I worked all month for. And if I don't get that, I lose all that money. My upline gets it. So here, It's the opposite though, because I'm actually, Peter signed me up, he's one of my influencers, what we call him, and I get more money than he does. And I do work. That doesn't happen anywhere else. So I get the most of the money and he gets a little bit. Yeah. But what I do helps him. What I do helps the whole community. Which I love, because I love helping other people. And that's another thing that when Peter said, get in Corey's class and you can help people. Because I love helping other people. I put everyone else before myself. My family, my friends, everybody. So it's completely different than anything you've ever seen. I used to go to conventions. Like I said, I would go to every single convention, no matter where it was. My husband would go, not another one. I went to this one costing. And I would go there, and nobody would come say hi to me. They didn't know me because I wasn't in their group. The only person that said hi to me was Peter and a few of the people that he had signed up that knew me from the weekly meetings that you had to pay to go to. And then, here, it's like I walk in, people are running up to me, giving me hugs. Because we're all one family, and we're not in competition with each other. So, there's been, people contacted me, my husband actually, because he has a website where he sells one of our products, and somebody called up and had a question, wanting to rep the product, because they sold at booths. And so my husband said, well, let me let you talk to my wife. So I was talking to her, and I could have easily have said, oh yeah, I'll sell you some cords so you can sell them at your show. So I told her about Cooler Brands and what we do. So she's, okay. I said, however, I want to make sure that, because you met someone at a show, I need to know what their name is. She goes, oh, I don't remember the name, and I don't know if I have the card. I said, okay, so what show was it? And I went out of my way to find out what show she was in, and she said, well, the person had a baby. And a couple weeks before, I saw a post in one of her pages, and there was somebody at a show holding a baby. So I said, okay, let me go back, and I said, I'll call you back. So I got online, and I went and scrolled back, and of course you can never find anything that when you're looking for it on Facebook. So I ended up finding it. So I contacted her, and I said, hey, I'm in talks with somebody who met you at a show. I told her about Cooler Brands. She wants to sign up. Here's her number. And that person is here today. So she's right back there. So, we don't have to, basically, not steal, because I wouldn't be stealing, but I feel that if someone talks to someone, I'm going to make sure that they get them in their group, which doesn't happen in other businesses. So I personally know someone that was stolen from somebody in other businesses, so it's like, we don't do that here. Because we don't have to, because what she does, it's going to happen, no matter what.
So, Hope is actually from England. So, Hope, real quick, just tell them a little bit about yourself. You're nervous, aren't you? But I'm right here with you, so you don't have to be nervous because I got your back, all right? I'll even hold the mic for you, all right? So, tell us a little bit. Was this the first home-based business that you ever got in?
Yes, absolutely. I've never done anything like this before. I wasn't even really on social media. I just had a Facebook page because I entered a competition. I didn't even have my photo up, nothing. It was like, this was just totally new to me.
And from what I understand, you had never gone on any trip whatsoever, especially out of the country on an airplane.
Oh, last year, the last Cooler Party was my first trip abroad, my first trip on a plane, and I came on my own because I really, really wanted to come. I had to be there, I had to be in many ways, I am more myself now because of this community, these wonderful, amazing people who are so generous, so big-hearted, so caring. I don't have to worry. My mum, bless her, she worries, of course, like all mothers do. And I said to her, I could not be with a better group of people. There's no one better to be with. And it did put her mind at rest a bit. So I'm really grateful to everybody for being so amazing and putting her mind at rest, because she worries, you know, she gets, you know, has health issues. So thank you for helping me put her mind at rest, and helping me come here, because I've grown up with a lot of belief in limitations and all kinds of things for various reasons. And being part of Corey's class, Corey's amazing free class, free with the membership, it's incredible. And I just want to say a big shout out to all my Rappaway and Pamoy classmates and teachers. Thank you so much, so much. You have changed my life. Peter, you've changed my life. Doug, the whole corporate team, who are so dedicated to us. They, when they say, we are working for you, they mean it. And they show it. They don't just, it isn't just words, they mean it. They show it with everything they do. And they are so transparent and so real. And where else do you get to be this close to like the top guy? The top guy! And he hugs you. He hugs you. He hugs you. You have to go up to him, he hugs you. And I haven't had so many hugs in any other group I've ever been in. You just get hugged to death here. It's wonderful. And I love it. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much. So, you see the impact from inventors to members. I want to bring up Rick. Rick, come on up. So Rick already had his product, and one of our members, Bill, he's not here this week, and he's probably out doing a show, knowing Bill. He had met a guy, and he called me up, and he said, hey, there's a guy here that dollar for dollar sold as well as Cord Steel. You got to talk to him, right? You got to get on the phone with this guy. He's got a product called Tuck Visor. I'm like, all right, we'll talk with him. So we got on the phone, and so Rick is already out there. He's already selling products. So we began to talk, and of course he was a pretty tough customer, I gotta say, right? He was questioning me, and he was like, what have you done, and who have you helped, and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna let Rick give you, from his perspective, why he actually said yes, and has it met his expectation, or has it gone above and beyond those expectations?
Thank you, Peter. I appreciate it. How did I get involved in Kula Brands? Like Peter said, I was selling my product that I had already made. I knew it was a good idea. I had tested it in the market, but I needed to make and sell a lot of them to survive. So I vended at shows. And as Peter mentioned, this gentleman came up to me and said, hey, I'm selling a product as part of this company called Kula Brands, where we help people with life-changing products take them to the masses. We help bridge that gap. And I said, oh, that's kind of interesting. And he was selling this universal charging cord we all know now as cords of steel. That's what he was selling at the show. And he said, you've got to become someone like this inventor. And I said, all right, you're selling that product. I need to talk to that inventor, right? And so he said, no problem, Rick. Here's his name and here's his phone number. So I got his name and phone number. I called him on the phone. He lived in Texas. And I said, hey, Cliff Henthorne, Cords of Steel, owner, developer, inventor. I've got someone here at the show named Bill selling your cord, and he wants me to become someone like you who gets involved on the inventor side with Kula Brands, and they have a community that will help take your product and bridge it to the mass market. It sounds too good to be true for me, so I want to hear it from you. I said, Cliff, he's out here selling your cord. Tell me about this, Kula Brands. What is up? And I will tell you this now, and I want to say it because it's exactly how I feel. He said, Rick, Kula Brands changed my life. I'll never forget it. And he's absolutely right. I said, okay, sounds good, Cliff, right? Makes my hair stand up now. But then it's like, all right, I've heard it before, right? Sounds good. I said, Cliff, you're doing trade shows, at gun shows, selling this cord by yourself, trying to get it out, doing exactly what I'm doing every week. It's hard in the beginning, right? I said, now Bill is selling your cord to me. I said, how many people do you have that are like Bill, that are out working for you guys, for free on the weekends, right? Your cord. He said, 60. I said, this sounds really good. And he said, 40 of them are Kula Brands members. I said, this is really sounding good. But you need money. You need capital. If I produce 2,000 units, it costs me a lot per unit. If I can produce 10,000 at a time, my costs go way down, my profits go way up, I can do a whole lot more with them, right? Very important. Even though I had my product, I needed to take it to the next level, right? Because I was going to be this one product guy with a great product and took that one product to the masses. And I said, all right. He said, Rick, you do crowdfunding where you introduce it and they help support it by purchasing it so that they can use it and get value from it and stuff. And I said, that's cool. And he said, Rick, I did my crowdfunding, and in 15 minutes, I had this much funded. I won't tell you the amount, but I'll tell you it's a lot. It's a lot. As Jason and Joy can attest to. And I said, this sounds phenomenal. I'll do it. I'll talk to Peter, okay? So, long story short, I did. I got in. I presented my product. It was funded that evening to the goal, almost to the goal that we wanted. In 24 hours, it was beyond my wildest expectations. And all I had to pay back, if you will, I didn't give up any of my company. I had to pay back what the royalty amount agreement to this community. You guys, I'm not stupid. I'm not. I said, how am I going to pay for the money that I have to pay back in royalties? I do it by being a member just like you. I take it and I give it back. So I'm involved in my own project. I'm involved in other projects. I get commissions on sales and all those things. A lot of this, I'm involved. I sell this product on the Kula Brands website. I have now 2 websites, mine and Shop Kula. And I get not as much as I get for my product on my website, but I get a little bit of something. And it's a cool product, and the community is incredible, and they leverage other people. You guys, it doesn't cost me anything. It hasn't cost me anything. I'm actually making money on this deal. So it works great. I have people doing Facebook posts, getting point value for that. I am not technical. I always tell Corey, if you could just tweet book me, we would be good. I can't spell, time. So that's done for me. People are purchasing it now on what is it else done for me. I'm not just a one product guy trying to sell one product to the masses. It takes a lot to do that. I am now on my 4th product in 1 year. Because I have the capital, I have the crowdfunding, I have sales, and I have a community behind me that is helping push that product. So the ideas are here, but the success of the product out there rarely ever happens with one product. With this community and this model, and because of this man and Doug and others, but mainly those 2, my dream has come true 4 times in 1 year. It has changed my life.
So, for those of you that's watching this right now, or one sitting in the audience, what would you say to them about whether you're using Kula Brands or not?
License your product to me so that I can bring it to Kula Brands.
We've got a few more testimonials, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wrap on this, guys. We're going to have you come up, right? Because I want to get the testimonials in. I do apologize for this being long, guys, but we're filming these testimonials because that's one of the things we haven't done enough of We've got incredible stories, guys. Incredible people's lives that have already changed. So, I'm gonna cap this off, but you guys don't go anywhere because I'm gonna have you come up here and give your testimonials in a minute, but I want to wrap up this part of it, guys. So what does it cost to be involved in Cooler Brands? What does it cost to be a Cooler Brands member? It's $299 and then $25 a year to renew. That's it. If that's too much for you, you can get on the payment plan. It's $20 a month for 24 months, and then it's $25 a year to renew. Those are the two options that are available. We have a 4-month money-back guarantee. So in 3.5 months, if this is not for you, we wish you luck and success, and we hope you find what you're looking for. We're going to get you the money back that you paid to get into Cooler Brands. And that's what this is about, guys. But if you're looking for a community of people to collaborate with, to work with, for a common purpose, that common purpose is royalties for every single active Cooler Brands members by, as Rick said, and Jason and Joy said, and Cliff, who's no longer with us. That's why some people got a little teary when Rick was telling the story. He passed away. But because of the power of this community, Cliff's legacy will go on, his family will be taken care of, and he will always be in our hearts. And he will continue to provide value to the people in this room. And to people that will never get a chance to meet him, he will always impact their lives. So thank you for doing this. And then I'm going to hand you the mic. You can give your testimonial from your perspective, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Again,
There's
guys,
my
sorry for
girl.
going long. We want to get a lot of this
There she
footage here
is.
so we can use it for that purpose. So I believe Mady is going to come up here because Mady is not a person who's done a lot of influencing, right? Little tiny bit, right? A few
Hi,
people,
Cindy.
but that's not your main focus, right? So come up here. She's going to come up here. Now, when she's out there, she's outgoing. Oh my goodness! But you put her on the stage and put a mic in front of her. You can make be quiet. So, just real quick, give us the reason, first of all, why you said yes. Why are you, I'm going to give you the mic in a second, okay? Why you said yes. Why you continue to do it. So, because we were at Cool Party 1, in 1.5, okay? And you came up to me and you said, if you're lying to me, I am going to hunt you down and I'm going to hurt you really bad. That is exactly what you said, right? Right, this is a PG TV. We can't say those words. I agree. Okay, so real quick, just tell us cover those points, okay?
So the reason I said yes was, first of all, my influencer, who you know, and I'm pointing to another friend of mine here, she just kept saying, just take a look, just take a look. Because I bombed in network marketing over and over and over and over again, and I have spent thousands of dollars trying to learn, and I've hunted people down and said, show me how to do it. Anyway, so I just took a look, and I did your little Zoom, and you're up there going, one-time actions, it's easy. And I thought, yeah, right. So 2 weeks before my son got married, I thought to get her off my back, I said, fine, sign me up. So then they were going to Los Angeles, and I thought, got my son married, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna, I'm gonna go all in, begrudgingly. So I go, and same thing everybody else has said. The love and the camaraderie and the support was incredible, but what I saw was people really helping people. And my first career was that as a nurse. So I have the heart to help people. I truly care what happens to people. And oddly enough, they truly seem to care about me. And the other network marketing companies, I literally can pick one or two that I have kept with me because they've chosen to keep me. And, you know, the big guys who are supposed to be helping me were shooing me away. And I'm like, this is not right. But Peter took me to breakfast. He drove me in his car and took me to breakfast. He gave me his phone number. He even answers the phone. Sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning, but hey, you call me anytime. Anytime. And the reason I'm staying is because it is helping other people. It is helping the Ricks and the Joys, and it's helping you. And then the other reason is I've had a couple of really hard years. I took care of my mother for almost 16 years, and she passed away. There's some people that are here, there's some people that aren't here, that called me or texted me or PM'd me, and some of them I hadn't even met. And they were like, how can we help you? What can we do for you? I mean, I couldn't eat if it weren't for people that had called me and offered to help. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to pedal tuck visor, I'm going to pedal Buddha gear, I'm going to pedal anything and everything that we've got. We don't have a bad product, first of all. Not a one. Can I talk about some of them? Won't. So I love this place so much, I bought a store again. And I'm going to have 400 SKUs, so just give it a
Cindy Hill. Look who's on stage.
Cindy also took Corey's class, and to get here was the first time in her entire life that she ever flew on an airplane. Tell us a little bit about, did you ever do any businesses before this? Because I got to tell you too, Cindy influenced her 81st person today. Like, incredible, like, you got in businesses and brought in hundreds of people before?
I joined Kula Brands September 1st, 2017, and then joined the Power and Mastery of Influencing class with Corey September 4th. And I've been influencing for 2 years. Well, what's so big about that? I dropped out of college because my next class was speech. Because I didn't talk. I mean, literally, I didn't talk. I was the person in the shadows. I was the person who did not want to be seen, did not want to talk. In this class, my classmates, Corey, everyone. Now we're in the Rebirthing the Power of You class. A class that is supposed to last 4 weeks. I've been in for 2 years. And it's been the best thing in my life. I am completely changed. Forever changed. I am so blessed that I had the opportunity to see Orinda's post, and she answered every question. She was honest. This company is transparent. As long as the Lord is okay with it, I'm okay with it. So I can be as transparent and open about everything. I had never been, well, I had dabbled in MLM before, and I couldn't tell all of the truth. And to me, half-truths are just as big as a big lie, and I couldn't do it. So now, I get to tell the truth all the time. And yeah, 81 today. I'm really proud of that because I can talk to anybody. I didn't have a lot of friends, so my influence is well, you know those people, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know many of them other than their little square. And I never knew I would fall in love with computer screens and fonts typed in emojis But I am so in love with this community. I'm in love with my classmates. I'm forever changed. My class, you, so many people helped me get here today. So many people helped change me. I mean, you don't understand how quiet that I was. And my goal is to help others find their voice. And it's the best thing ever happened to me.
Heck of a woman, ain't she?
So you have been in Cooler Brands for a month. So tell us a little bit about your experience so far.
It's been incredible. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm happy to stumble across this group. I do have a testimony for Felix. My dad's 82, and he has the beginning stages of Parkinson's, where his hands are constantly trembling. It took
Hi, everybody.
2 days.
I don't know if you know me. I'm Roger. I'm Cindy's husband. I'm here with her at Cooler Party. And her phone is about to run out of memory, so it's about to die. So I just want to let you know, thanks for watching. And we appreciate you. We love you. Nice to meet everybody.
Hi, I'm Erin Muldoon Stetson, and I've been a member of Cooler Brands since October of 2017. And I saw the vision immediately as soon as I heard Peter's presentation. I thought, wow, this is life-changing, and I love being a part of a community, so like the collaborative nature of it was really the thing that thrives or makes me, drives my spirit. And so I wanted to talk today, I do about a little bit of everything, right? Like I'm a brand ambassador, and I am an affiliate, and I've done trade shows, and I do a bunch of stuff. But what I wanted to talk about today is marketing and branding, because it's one of those things that we get to do as a community that, that really helps our inventors, it helps our community, and it helps ourselves simultaneously. And that sort of seems to be like the theme, right, of Cooler Brands, is that it's collaborative. Everything that you do, there's not one single thing that you could do for any single one of the projects that like would be selfish. I mean, you could think it is, and you could act like it is, but in fact, it's actually feels really good because it's helping, you know, when you heard Rick talk about his dreams, when you heard Joy Lynn talk about her dreams, Jason, it was kind of like, wow, 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 and then you look around at all of these awesome people, and, you know, I can't remember who it was that just, oh, it was Hope. Hope, oh my goodness. I know for a fact if someone is a member of this community, they're good with a capital G. There's no other way. If they're not good with a capital G, they would run for their lives, because it's just so warm and loving and collaborative, and it would make someone who wasn't like that sick to their stomach. Like, they would not want to be a part of it. But those of us who love that then get to thrive, and we all get to like build a future together, and it's super cool. And I thank you, Peter and Doug, for giving us the opportunity to do that. Thank you.
My name's Robin McGowan. I also joined in October of 2017, so almost 2 years ago. I also immediately saw the vision. I've done a lot of direct selling companies in the past, and one of the things that I really enjoy doing are vendor events. And when I was used to do it with my direct selling company, whatever it was, jewelry or whatever I had, you know, they didn't really provide value. So people would come by, I would have to actually have a way to get their info so I could follow up with them, like giveaways, you know, because no one really was interested in buying But with Cooler Brands, with the products on the table, everyone just swarms. They want to buy it, they want to take it home with them. And just last year, did 2 events, 2 6-hour events, walked away with $1,000 in my pocket. That's pretty good amount of money. I know my other direct selling companies, I did not walk away with $1,000 in my pocket. That's after expenses too, but it's, you know, when that $1,000 I made, or those products I sold, also everyone here that's part of Cooler Brands also made money off of that. So it's not just me.
Don't forget the hug.
So Nadia actually, Jan is a co-founder of the company. There he is right there. Give Jan a hand. And Nadia is his mom. So, Mom, tell us a little bit about, because you are like a dynamo, okay? Like, ambassador, I mean, absolutely incredible when it comes to influencing, being an ambassador. So just give them a little insight of why you decided to really run with this, right? Because you would have got it anyway just to support them, right? Let's be honest with each other, okay? No matter what it was, you were getting into supporting. But you're not just here to support Jan. You're actually building this thing. So can you give us a little bit of perspective on that?
Interestingly enough, Jan didn't really try to get me into Cool Brands.
Oh.
I think it was a smart move though, because he let me hear what was going on before. I mean, I think he would have asked me eventually. But what happened was I heard it, and I saw the vision, and I loved the vision. I couldn't believe what an awesome thing it was. I had never been in any kind of MLM or network marketing. I wasn't even on Facebook or had any social media footprint. But when I heard about the model, I thought, I want to be a part of that. So I actually went to him and said, hey, can I join? So of course, I joined up. And I just, I love the fact that it's built on such positivity. And it's always been something in my life that I wanted to be able to impart and to be able to financially support myself with something very positive. And this fit that perfectly. And things that I do for myself could help other people. And that was just ideal. And things that other people did could help me. And it's just the way the world should be. And I love it. The influencing class got me out of a little bit of a fear box that I was in. Being on social media, doing lives on Facebook didn't come that easy for me. And being a brand ambassador didn't come that easy for me either. There were times when I'd sit in my car and just build up my energy and my courage and go in there with my products. I love the products. That wasn't any part of the problem. It's just I'm a bit shy. But I would envision coming into the store and making it happen and be positive about it happening, and most of the time it did. So that's been going well. I love Corey's class. It helps me so much. I've gotten a community of about 28 people. So for me, I think that's good. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Doug. All the sacrifice that all our corporate people do. I love you so much.
We love you.
I love all of you.
So Deborah had some medical issues. She was a top in her field. She was incredible. She was making a 6-figure income, and she had a brain tumor. And they had to operate, and she had to start over again. In the meantime, she'd been in a few opportunities, and they had actually just gotten one not too long before that, one they thought was the right one. It wasn't. Oh my goodness gracious. subject, but I might say something that's offensive. So anyway, so when
I like the
Corey
boa.
called you,
That's awesome.
you actually didn't have the money to get it, did you? And what did Corey do?
Well, so Corey contacted me and said that he had something that he wanted me to see, and we were in something else, and we were going to build it, and it was going to be huge, and we had just talked on the phone. We had just gone through it. So he gave me the information. I told him, Corey, no. Sorry, no. He said, well, just watch it. You know, when you have a chance, watch it. Well, 1 week went by, second week went by. Corey didn't call me. He didn't send me a message, nothing. I was like, what the heck kind of company is this that he doesn't need me? I'm a warm body. He knows I'll join event. If he tells me that, I mean, if he just keeps after me, I'll join. He knows I will, but he's not calling me back. So that is why I watched the video. That, just to see what it was. I got halfway through it, tears streaming down my face because I could see the 5-year vision, I could see the 10-year vision, I could see the 15-year vision, I could see the absolute vision of this company. I knew it was going to be huge. Tears were streaming down my face because I thought, oh my gosh, this is it. I didn't have a dime to my name. So I sent Corey a message and I said, I just watched it and I see it, Corey, I see it. And I told him, can't do it. I don't have anything. And so he said, okay, no worries. We'll figure this out. And he calls me back and says, check your Google Wallet. It's like PayPal. I don't know if it exists anymore. Check your Google Wallet. There's $200 in there so that I could get started. I know, right? Thank you, Corey. Peter touched on my brain tumor, and that was a big deal, you guys. They took a walnut-sized piece of my brain out, and it wasn't until after they took it out that I realized I was actually using that part of my brain. Who knew, right? So I had to go through lots of therapy, 6 hours a day with therapists and occupational therapists, physical therapists. Thank you, sister. I love you. I had to go through a lot of therapies just to communicate with people again. I could talk. I just couldn't process what you were saying to me. Not even a little bit. Couldn't figure it out. So I went through a year of calling that beautiful woman over there every single day to ask her what I was supposed to be doing next. And it was during that time that I realized I didn't know how to do what I was doing before. I didn't know how to do programming or implementations or even keep a spreadsheet or even how to find my mailbox. I didn't know that I should check my mailbox. There was a lot of stuff that I had to go through just to be able to function again. And I remember when Corey and I were in a different business together, he didn't know me very well, and I created this video that I thought would help us, to show the world what we were doing. And when he and the gal I was working with, when they called, they scheduled a conference call, and they called me. And on the phone, I remember shaking when they said, would you consider doing some more of these? Would you consider helping us and working with us? I was just shaking and tears streaming down my face because I was going to have to tell somebody that I was in a business with that my brain didn't function the way it should, and I didn't know if I'd be able to do anything else. I didn't know if I'd be able to do it. And Corey right over there was the first one who gave me the confidence enough to try. And then when Cooler Brands came along, we ended up getting in. I reached out to Doug, and I said, Doug, I'm just a member. I'd be happy if you would let me take the videos and post them up for you. Like take the replays and do something with them. He didn't know that I was doing that because I'd come to the Thursday call and I'd get so excited and I just wanted to tell somebody what we were doing. It was so exciting. What I just heard was so incredible, but I couldn't remember a thing. Couldn't remember it to tell anybody. So I had to get a hold of those videos so I could watch it over and over and over and over until I could figure it out. And so Doug, thankfully, gave me access to the videos, let me start posting them up.
And over time, I started to figure out how I could help Kula Brands.
We love you, Deb.
And then this guy starts to lean on me a little bit and ask me to do a few things. I ended up volunteering for a long time, then I started working for the company, and Peter would call and he would give me an assignment, and I'd be just, oh my gosh, he doesn't realize I don't know how to do that. And then I would tell him, Peter, I don't know how to do that. I'm not sure if I can do that. And he would say, yeah, you can. Yes, you can. There's nothing you can't do. Try it. You got this. And I can't tell you how many times he's said that to me. And it's completely changed my life. Because Doug and Peter have been so patient with me, I have learned skills, relearned skills that I'm telling you, my therapist would have told you would never have come back. So I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much.
That is a video that Deb created that now has over 140,000 views on it. I apologize for it going as long, but I wanted to give all you guys a chance. I know a lot of you other guys have testimonials. Please let us know. I want to get every single testimonial we can before we leave here. And Cindy, we need to get one from your husband, because this has changed his life as well.
Yes.
All right, guys, have a great evening. Thank you.
Hi, guys. I was your videographer for this evening. Battery's about to die, so don't hate me when it does.
Roger, you're next.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
All right, let's do it. Come on, I'm ready.